Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram, and today is the start of September, the September haul. I did not expect all four of these to get here at the same time, but alas, here we are. We have Dash of Sun, Paper Trail Plans, Saucy Stickers, and Starlight Paper. So let's get into it. So let's start with Starlight Paper, because it was supposed to get here first, and then USPS was doing shenanigans, and alas, it's finally here. It's in a bubble mailer this time, rather than like this cardboard, because I got one of the little charm thingies, but this is the packaging. I save this every time. She hand letters your name. See, I know my invoice is usually in here. Oh, there it is. In here. Into the hoard. So yeah, I got one of these charms. This was during like a reopening sale type of situation, I think. Because she wanted to originally release. No, I'm thinking of something else. These she wanted to release with the BTS sale, but alas, that did not happen. I grabbed this Namjoon. My cousin, I grabbed it for her. She is Army, so RM is her bias. So these were handmade by Sita's mom, I believe she said it was. So there was a limited quantity of them. I think this is the only, like, this was the last Namjoon. I believe all the other ones are still in stock if you're interested in these little charm thingies, but I got this for my cousin. On to freebies. Order. Okay, let me see. What's my freebie? I can bring it down a little bit. Okay, so this is my freebie in hollow, but it is a random foil pull. So, or is this? Yeah, this is hollow. So this is hollow, random foil pull. This is a die cut. It does seem like there's something went a little awry with this one, though. Yeah, a little awry, but that's okay, because what I could just do is pull the whole... yeah, some of them went a little awry, that's okay. Pull the whole sticker up, but that's Stay Spooky. This is a preview of the... well, I know the little raven crow is a prevalent feature in... I've looked it up how many times to say it. It's not Drake, because that would be the German way, but it's a Scottish word. So Dris, it's, yeah, that collection. I'll pop it up. So there's, well, it's just a Stay Spooky die cut. Just yammering now. I need a white paper. So this was the third quarter all over orders freebie. A very whimsical little set here. Date scripts. Green, you got moss covered sword, some boots, the frog with the wings, these moths. Similar line of kind of the whimsical collections that Enchanted from Paper Trail Plants, like in that realm. You have the $50 freebie. So you have your two fashion people, some more deco. There is no beauty without some strangeness. That's an interesting way to look at that. And then the 100 plus, which I did not spend 100 plus, but thank you for sending this on my way, Sita. You have two like torn papers, another fashion girl. So this one's like, oh, look at this little guy, like a little gnome situation. very much, what would the vibe be? Foil dust everywhere. Earthy, with a bit of whimsy in it. This is a map. It's really cool. So I'm guessing because it says third quarter freebies. So I guess this are their freebies you would get. I thought these were sale freebies. But these might be the third quarter freebies. So any order up till, well, that would mean September orders would also get this freebie. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I picked up elements of Autumn's poem. I didn't need the, oh, there's gold. I didn't need the entire collection, because I'm a silver fall kit girly swimming in a sea of rose gold kits. Rose gold fall kits. So I was like, I'm gonna just grab enough to do some stuff that I want, maybe use it in my bullet journal or in my calendar or as a cover page, but I'm not gonna grab this full collection. But it's really pretty. I did grab some elements that I think I could use across a bunch of different spreads. So this is the elements page. This is on washi. Yeah, washi paper. This was, I think this was the first collection on washi paper. Yeah, this was. So elements, it's got this fall bookish academia vibe. So that's the elements page. You have this map, not map, it's a globe. This globe, the bookcase, some acorns scattered about. I believe this artwork was pretty popular last year too. I think it was the Pretty Pinko. They used it for their Dear Reader collection or something like that. So this is the People Mix 2. She usually has 2 People Mixes where all like this layering is done. So I just grabbed this one. So she's sitting on a stack of books. She's in a chair. Very pretty. Then this is called Quotes and Layering. I know this was a reformat. So we have layering elements with some quotes here. Let's see, let's start at the top. Autumn calls, just one more chapter. Autumn, the poem that nature writes in gold, poetry in the air. And then this, I really like this autumn here. Turn the page, writing love letters to autumn. The soul needs autumn. You return like autumn and I fall every time. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. And then this is the florals. So, like I said, I didn't pick up. Well, these florals are pretty diverse. I like them. Sorry. I didn't pick up the full collection because I didn't need it. I will pop up like the full boxes because there were also full boxes in this collection too. But I picked up enough to do like a small spread with. She has transitioned. I think that might be an oopsie. I think I only grabbed. Sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah, I think I only grabbed one of these. Like, I just grabbed the classic 3, and I have my oopsie, or she knows that I am your silver fall girly. So I grabbed these in the classic 3. She does now foil on washi paper, which I have yet to use like foil decoratively, like on washi paper. So we'll see. From conversations with shop owners, it foils. It's way easier to foil than transparent matte. So we'll have to experiment. So you have 4 washi length. You have some stamp elements here. Some these are also stamps. Autumn is the poem that nature writes in gold, and then some scripts. And then I love this one. And you return like autumn and I fall every time. And then we have some scattered leaves. This fashion person twice. Yeah, same direction. And more scattered leaves. So that's in gold, and her gold's a little bit more of a light gold. Here's rose gold. then here is silver. So I got, that is my little itty bitty baby order for this round. From Starlight Paper. I do PR for Sita's shop, and we've actually just revamped, well, she revamped how new releases work, because she didn't have new release discounts or anything. So now during new release weekend, the new releases will be discounted 10%. Yeah, 10% off, and then you can stack PR codes, and my PR code is CAT15. Current freebie, I know she's working on our new freebies, so if new freebies are available by the time this goes up, I will pop up a picture of it here. If not, then I'll say nope. And that is it for this little guy here. So moving on over to Dash of Sun. This order is a bit of a doozy, because she released her fall colorway. But first, open, smile, stick, repeats. So this has the fall colorway and falling leaves. Let's do the collection first. So let's do freebies first. We gotta find them. I feel like freebies usually are in here. Oh, right. Other things too. So freebie. We will do these Sunny specials last. Okay, so freebie wise, this is still the summer card. We have my freebie. I do PR for Dash of Sun. Once this tariff situation gets figured out, maybe new freebies will pop up. They're designed. I think she's just trying to figure out what to do with the tariff situation first before dealing with new freebies, and I believe she told applicants that new PR members are just going to be on hold until, again, that PR situation is figured out. But I do PR for her. My code is CAT10 to save 10% on your order. And then this is the all orders freebie on premium matte this time. I would assume it's because most of my order was on premium matte. And then you have some fall trees, this little doorway here with a little nod to Halloween, but it's mostly fall. You have this little bag of pumpkins and a little pumpkin here and some loose leaves. So a cute little fall freebie. Let's start. See, you know how I've been going crazy with like her decorative kits and her, weekly kits. I didn't go crazy this time. So this is Falling Leaves. This was the first true fall collection this year. And I always feel like she does like a beautiful fall collection that ties in like blue with traditional fall colors. So the traditional fall colors in this one would be like burgundy, orange, and green. So we have your 2 floral boxes with the trace foiling on the florals. We have this little like shed here. There it is with the rake. Yeah, that's a rake. You have the falling leaves, this fashion girl with the gorgeous scarf, and look at the foil detail on her shirt, and her earrings and the buttons. Quote boxes, meet me under the falling leaves. You have, oh, the dog, hold on. Can I get a better at the dog? Cute. And then you have this kitchen scene and this like back deck swing scene. You have your 9 lace headers at the bottom. Your boxes page. See, I feel like she always has a collection in fall that has this like bright light blue color, and it's like very unexpected, and I love it. Then we have the washi page. Her kit is a 3-page base kit, and she only offers the full length, and by full length, I don't know how to spread out. It means, okay, I'll pull one up. It means that your washi will span from side to side, completely all the way across. Sorry, my pages are a little skewed. There we go. All the way across. So, if you don't want that look, just trim it down a little bit. And then, so your bottom washi is or the big one is your floral, with a little bit of like this layering and do I have that one? This pattern in the back, which is pretty, and then you have your plaid here, and then you have some deco over here on the side with some florals. So that is the base kit. I also grabbed the large deco in premium matte. Oh, look, Kitty. She always does both animals, I feel like, when she does a collection. So you have stacks of books, you have like this park bench scene, Converse, basket of sweaters. Then one of my favorite pages she always does is the washi page. I'm always intrigued by this like washi she has here. It's always a really fun element. So this fence with the middle cut out, that's really fun. And then we have the distressed wood, and then the florals. And it looks like lastly I grabbed this overlay, which is called the Autumn Brown Watercolor Overlay. The years, no, something your morning kisses me every morning. Kiss me every morning. And then you have this leaf here, so there's some text, and it looks like this frames back here with some stamps. I don't remember what the other pattern was. I want to guess it probably was that distressed wood pattern, but I only grabbed the one. So that's everything of this size. Decorative kit wise, I grabbed, these are out of order. Okay, there we go. Still out of order. I didn't grab everything. I did not grab everything. I grabbed the compositions page in washi because I always love her compositions. Her layering is so good. That says I love fall most of all. And then, oh my goodness, look at that on the gazebo. And you have this gorgeous layering back here already. Top tier. That's the first page. Generally speaking, this is page 4, which is your scenes. So you have this lake, the kitchen, the foiling, like a living room scene, and then like walking to the house. There's a house back there, and then the house, like a city block. And then I have stamps and frames. So we have like 2 scenes here with this stamp in the background and the florals. A stamp here, this double layered stamp, and then one of these kind of like stamps that you might put on an envelope. And then her distress film strip. Oh, the one with the signature flourish is on the small compositions, isn't it? Yeah. It usually has the paper clip on this one, and it is cut out here and here. And lastly, I just grabbed the bouquets and edges, which I'm a little surprised I didn't grab maybe I just decided I didn't need the corners. Bouquets and edges, which are foiled. You have 3 edges, and not 3, it's 4. 4 edges, I can't count, and 4 bouquets. So I didn't go too crazy, because I think I have stuff that would complement this colorway. Oh, well, look at the purple leaves. So I probably didn't go super crazy on the buying for this collection for that reason. And also, the other reason is I picked up the new fall colorway. But before we go there, I also grabbed Autumn Tree 2 in the 3 foils. These were released last year, but this is gold, rose gold, and silver. Yeah, I prefer preferred order. Okay. Over to the star of the show. As you know, if you've watched my videos, you know I don't live without these foiled alcohol inks anymore. So she released 8 new colors for the fall, which I didn't know she was doing, so I'm really excited that she did. So we'll start with the first one. This is called Acorn. Acorn is a like dark brown, deep brown. So here it is in gold, silver, and rose gold. Next we have Latte, which is a little more of a milky brown. So gold, silver, and rose gold. And then if you just want a comparison of the two, so Acorn, Latte. Okay. Next up we have Pumpkin, which is like a pumpkin-y orange, aptly named. So gold, silver, and rose gold. Okay. After that we have Sage. So gold, silver, and rose gold. I feel like the rose gold is the hardest one to pick up on camera. I guess real quick, I can pull out the ones I already have, at least show you a comparison of what is already, well, was available. So this is Sprout, and then this is Sage. So Sprout, Sage. So definitely more moody color. And then in the realm of orange, we have Apricot, which is a little more yellowy, right? There's Apricot and there's Pumpkin. Because you don't necessarily need to use these just in the fall. That's just the colorway, you know. Then we have Merlot. Oh gosh, we have another blue. Merlot, which is like this deep burgundy purple. There's gold, silver. Ooh, silver's such a mood in Merlot. And then rose gold. I don't think we have like a direct comparison. I mean, lavender would be the closest that we have, and we don't need to compare those two, I don't think. Rain is next. Okay. This is our third blue in this collection. So this is gold, silver, and rose gold. And let me pull out the other two blues we have. So that's Rain. This is Aqua and Sky. Okay, so if you want to, you know, have some choices here, definitely the moodiest. This is definitely the brightest, the Sky. So those are our blues. Yeah, okay. Those are our blues. Rain. And then next we have Storm, which is a gray. So So there's Storm in gold. That's rose gold. Silver. And rose gold. I'll have you out real quick. The last one is Night. Oh my goodness, Night is stunning. I love Night. Night in gold. I just love black alcohol inks. Silver. Look how much it pops. And rose gold. I'm probably going to have to go back and get more of Night, just so I never run out. So, a comparison of Night to Storm. Storm, Night. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but in case you wanted to look at those. So those are the 8 new colorways. We're almost done, we're almost done, we're almost done. Okay. And lastly, I believe I've hauled a Sunny Special before. These are Sunny Specials, which are mini deco collections. So this one is Autumn Tide, which is a transitional summer to fall mini kit, because you've got the beachy vibes, but the fall kind of deco. So this is page 1. You have your VW, this fashion girl, the seal next to the pumpkin. You have the bonfire. These are on premium mats. So where leaves meet waves, this like swatch here. I love this flourish. I am so glad she brought this flourish to the shop. I find myself reaching for this flourish a lot. This is really interesting. That's page 2, page 3, sweater weather by the sea. You have this fashion girl, this bench, like a cottage window here. And then you have a page of florals. So if you need more florals, just pick up duplicates of this page. Page 5 is layering. And then page 6 is usually has like this large scene here. Oh, okay. So the scene kind of goes over here, but it actually gets cut off. If you can see that line here, so that makes me thought, I would have thought that this would have gone all the way through, and then I was like, wait, but that's a whole different element, because it is. So Sunny Specials, when they go up, are $2 a page. You actually get a little bit more of a discount if you just buy the whole bundle. So it's always worth it if you're really interested in one Sunny Special to go ahead and grab it, and maybe grab another one while you're at it, because of the tariff situation. But we're not going to talk about that. This one I'm really excited for. This one's called Doomestic Bliss. Chelsea saw this clip art and she was like, I would buy a collection using this clip art. And I'm like, me too. I love it. So it's a, like, what is it? The Taylor Swift song, No Body, No Crime. That storyline. So you have like the blood splatters on the florals. You have the car in the garage with the trash. Presumably the body is in there. And there's a larger floral. Tidy house, bloody secrets. Yeah, we know what happened here. There's the guy's shirt. Blood on the pillow. Blood on her shoes. Could have been an overdose. Dinner is served. Look at her. The kitty. I just think it's a... Hey, husband vanishes. See? No body, no crime. I just think it's such a cheeky collection. So here's like the scene, and then we have the film strip. What does this say? For him. Cherries. Darling but deadly. Poison. The florals. The layering bits. And then the... It's not funny. I think there's so much fun with this clip art, even though it's kind of a thing we shouldn't be doing, but I just think it's cheeky. The house on fire, the blood with the script, the fig tree, the blossoming vines spread their fragrances. Arise, come, my darling, my beautiful one, come with me. I am my beloved's, and my beloved's is mine, from Solomon's Song of Songs. This is like Latin, so it doesn't really say anything. So I just think it's funny. Obviously the subject matter is not necessarily funny, like it's not haha funny, but it has clip art. I think it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. So that is it. Oh my goodness, a rather beefy order, but I didn't know, like nobody knew at this point, because this was my last order before the tariff situation kicked in. But it's not resolved, but we have a path forward. For now, we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna yammer while I spread this all out for the photo. But I didn't say anything about the how to bundle. Bundling your foiled alcohol inks is the best way to go, because you can bundle by color. Like you can get all of the foils of one color, or you can get all of the colors in one foil. So you get to get gold of all of these colors if you want, so that's a discount. Getting all of one color is a discount, and then getting the whole thing is the biggest discount. So I know it's not feasible for everybody to be getting all of the the alcohol inks, but definitely figure out what colors you need and pick those up. So that is this order: falling leaves and alcohol inks. Okay, we're gonna pop on over to Saucy Stickers. Invoice is in here somewhere. I know there's an invoice. There it is. Okay. This was not her first fall release, I know that. I skipped out on the first fall because I was on a no spend during the first fall. I was on a no spend at that time. But this is Autumn Cabin, plus a few extra miscellaneous things. So, freebies first. This is the All Orders freebie, which will probably be making an appearance as its own sheet. She claims. We'll see when that happens. This is Meg's freebie. She has like the string lights from Sail Away, a doily, some leaves, and Polaroids, which are cut out in the middle. And then this is my freebie. I went, I toned it back a little bit. So these are just gold. And then this is, oh my goodness, what was the colorway? I can't remember what the colorway was, but it was like a peach burgundy colorway, and I have some moths, and my Kingdom Hearts tie-in is In You and I, which is a lyric from the song Sanctuary, which plays at the end of the second game. So, and these are all cut out in the middle. I have yet to use these actually, because I only got one of my summer freebie, and I am going to hold on to it and never use it. So that's that. Let me do... So this was when she introduced bundling options, because her deco kit is a 14-page kit, but now she lets you bundle the deco and the florals. So you can just check in and check out if that's what you're looking for. So I grabbed this collection in premium matte just because the colors, I think I wanted that premium matte payoff. So this is Deco 1. So she has like the small and large and layering, all of that kind of stuff is all mixed together, which I think is a nice idea because I could theoretically just pull like one of these pages and make a small spread out of those. So I actually kind of preferred that approach. Yeah, so this one has like, this is called Autumn Cabin. So, you know, think walking through the woods to an autumn retreat in a cabin. This is in a tree house. It's pretty neat. You have your fashion girl, the books. Look at the little bird. The little bird. You have your pumpkin candles, the moth, the mushrooms, your backpack. This is page 2. There's the lake with this layering here. You're by the bonfire, pumpkins, the deer, your little like maybe traveling notebook. And page 3, this gorgeous composition here. S'mores, a lantern, more moths, the walkway, fire, like a wood fireplace. That's the word I was looking for. Page 4, these are kind of more smaller scenes. You have this like a potbelly stove situation. Chrysanthemums? No, not chrysanthemums. Hydrangeas, but hydrangeas are only pink, purple, or orange. Lantern. Wild is the music of the autumn winds among the faded woods. W. Wordsworth. You have your fashion person. She's just a no layering behind her. There's the cabin, a cozy area in the cabin, basket of apples. Page 5. Look at this garland. Ugh, it's so good. I can smell autumn dancing in the breeze. You have a little fire here, a dessert set up, cute little like scenes, and then you have, oh look at this, all the little woodland animals. That's really pretty. And she got the florals back here with some music. Has the cradle, something. Black Kitty is sleeping in a basket. You have your bench, the fox, this little lantern scene here. That's page 6. So that would be if you picked up just the decorative bundle. This is what you would get. Then you have your floral bundle. Okay. Which is your edges. You have a couple different sizes of edges, and then she fills in the gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges. And I love that these florals have a little touch of purple to them. I'm living for all of the purple. We have corners. She has the big chunky corners. Bouquets. These are okay for me. I think these were like the size she used to have. I'm like somewhere between like my happy spot. I don't think I grabbed the big florals. Like maybe 1.5 times this. That's like my happy spot. But that's just me. Then we have the floral borders. These are mirrored. They're mirrored. I don't think they would technically span. Well, maybe they would. Let's see. Come here, buddy. Sorry. So this... Why am I making this so difficult? It would like... It's definitely longer than your 4 columns. You can't see the other side, but it's definitely longer than your 4 columns, but it will like have a little bit of space on the edges. So that is the floral bundle. Usually with her decorative kits, there's also like a memo, a torn paper, a calendar page, which I didn't pick up any of those for this collection. I did grab the washi. So you have 3 options of washi. This is full length. And then add-on wise, I picked up the full boxes in silver. Of course, I'm a silver fall person, living in a sea of rose gold. I mean, rose gold, I get it. I just prefer how crispy and cool silver foil makes it, and that's kind of fall I'm living for. So, and then you have this one strip of washi down here. You have boxes for if you want to use this in your standard vertical, as with the full boxes, the foiled full boxes. I grabbed the watercolor splashes in transparent matte, then the pattern number 2. These are like Dash of Sun calls them washi overlays, Starlight Paper calls them patterns, she calls them patterns, and Paper Trail Plans calls them... Actually, what does Paper Trail Plans call them? I don't know off the top of my head, actually. She calls them color washes. I have a Paper Trail Plan, well, you know I have a Paper Trail Plans order of this, and the Pretty Pink Hose doesn't have like a full sheet, but it's the rippable / tearable washi. So that is everything for Autumn Cabin. I grabbed a few more miscellaneous little things because I still had a little bit of PR credit left. So I grabbed the Vintage Butterflies on premium matte again, and then on her craft paper. Just different moods. Also different textures. And then these were released like 2 releases ago. I didn't pick any of them up. So these are the mini frames. This one is on... This premium matte just feels interesting, that's all. I'm just making sure... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I brought both of these on premium matte. This is thrifted. So it's like, the concept is, these are like frames you can find in a thrift store. The center of them is cut out, so you can stick things inside. The idea was for more journaling, but you could use this mini size in your memory planner. And this one is called Romantic, which I think is called... Where is it? Where are you? There's Thrifted. Charming. I think it's a mistype. So I think I realized that when new releases, but I never said anything. These are kind of more like whimsical. Maybe you'd see them in a castle type of situation. But yeah, this is Charmed. Even though this is Romantic, I'm pretty sure you would need to type in Charmed to find them. But they're definitely more like feminine type of frames. So that is that, and that is my entire Saucy Stickers order for this one. Yeah, I will pick up all of the silver fall kits that I can get my hands on, okay? I am drowning. I told Rebecca this too. I was like, I am drowning in all of these rose gold kits, and like, I get it, but like, I need you to give me my silver kits. And she delivered. Because I remember very specifically last year, right when she was like looking for new PR members, she released Leisure, and I was like, darn, Rebecca, you released that a little too late. I have no room for it for fall. But she's like, yeah, love me some silver fall kits. So that is that for Saucy Stickers. Hopping on over to Paper Trail Plans. This is my first order. I think this is the first release after having individual freebies, meaning, okay, we still have the same white vellum. There is my whatchamahoozy, meaning all freebies are in here. Yeah. Okay, so let's do all the freebies first. Let me bring you down so I don't have to work so hard. We'll do mine last. We always do mine last. This is Coco's freebie. Hers is in light gold. No, rose gold, sorry. Rose gold. Cassie's in light gold. Christy from Kitty_plans. Light gold. She has some scripts here. Danny's. Danny's is traditional gold. This is Jana's. Hers is Anawashi. Hers is Deco. Laura. This is, so this would match Coquette. This would go with Enchanted. This is Mariah's. Light gold. Meg's. Rose gold. Quinn's. Also rose gold. And here's mine. Mine is in light gold. I kind of leaned into like the Mid-Autumn festival that happens in the fall. Thus the lanterns, the sparkles, and the fireflies to signify like when it usually happens at nighttime. And then my Kingdom Hearts tie-in is Believe in the Light, which is a line said by a character to Kyrie. I do not remember the full context of it right now, but it is a quote, and I feel like it was fitting for this. So, I do PR for Paper Trail Plans, Cat 15 to save, all that jazz. Okay. Other freebies. Gosh, come on. Alright. Other freebies. So this is the shop freebie still, the summer shop freebie. I would guess with the release after this one, we probably went to fall, but I didn't grab that one because I had self-control. And this one's on premium mat, and then this is the email freebie. The chicken. So Cottagecore email freebie. If you're not part of their newsletter, oh, see the old. This is their old premium. This is their new premium. I was like the backs feel different. Definitely be part of their newsletter. You get an extra freebie that way. So, I'm pretty sure I just grabbed... I did the same thing. I probably grabbed the deco and the florals. So, this is Cottagecore, which is very kind of niche clip art. But I find it so endearing. Sorry, my camera stand is a little jank. So this is Cottagecore page 1. You have your little storefront, some small fashion people, a little kitty. I think it's actually 2 clip art collections she mashed together into one. Because the kitty is definitely like a somewhat different art style. It complements the entire art style. So that's page 1. Page 2, she also pulled in like these really fun frames. So you have this, it's a very much a like watercolory type of feel to this collection. Page 3, so this composition here, and then you have these little bows and the house. Oh, look, a bee. Page 4. So the books, some animals. Another little scene here. Page 5. There's some layering on this scene here. Some more smaller fashion people, more bows. Then you have this scene in the frame. Some clothes, so you can make some flat lace if you want. Page 6. You have the pumpkins, the scene in the frame, the 2 kitties. Precious. And just some more, so this one's kind of more like deco focused rather than like scenes, which is fine. So those were the 6 deco pages. Then you have the florals, and I remember Jess was saying on the stories that she had to like really compose a lot of these bouquets herself. Like a lot of the florals came mostly individual, so she had to spend some time doing it, putting these together. So those were the they're not named. Bouquets. These are your corners. So they also have the big chunky corners. Edges with this like, what do we call this? Like cornstalk thing. And she added some little pumpkins in between. I think that's also in these guys too. Yeah, there's a pumpkin there and some acorns, pumpkin. And then you have your washi, which would span the full length. This is full length too. And then, oh yeah, they don't have like a functional bundle anymore. I think the collections, their decorative kits are now 14 pages also. I usually don't need the layering. And I realized last time what the extra page was. Because there's like a layering page. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just does not matter. But yeah, these are the pages I would definitely pull for. So add-ons, who knew that we would have a fall kit in hollow? It's actually a vibe, honestly. So I picked up the full boxes in hollow. They're just so endearing. This is Home Sweet Home on that one. You have the stamp there. I know hollow's kind of hard to see on camera, but I just love it. Oh, look at the smoke trail. Ugh. I know it was also offered in gold and rose gold, I believe, if hollow is not your vibe. So if you want this, you do have other foil options. I picked up the foiled sampler. So blinding. And then I also grabbed the box sampler here. And I think for this collection specifically, she threw in a bunch of these fun frame ones, which is a great segue into the quirky frames. That's what she called it. These are on washi, and they are like, these are two, like, here's a frame and then here's another frame. We have these cool bows, and then this is a frame and this is another frame, and it's cut out in the middle. This one's not. This one is not. And this is a frame with a box in the middle. I love this heart bow thing. It's really pretty. And then lastly, I picked up this color wash. Because I didn't pick up a washi page, did I? That might be the other page. It's the washi page. Oh, I know they have like a full sheet washi page. It's just killing me. I can't remember what that last page is going to be. But I think I might want to try something in the washi area with this. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but I think I'm going to take Jess's suggestion and do something like rip this way and do something with it. What, I don't know yet, but that's what I'm thinking at this point in time. But yeah, this is like a very cute collection. It's a very different style, and I kind of really, I do. I really love how cutesy it is, even though I don't really go for the cutesy things. We know this about me. And I'm excited. I think this is a good, like, summer into fall kind of thing, because the bright colors give me, like, summer, but it's definitely got fall vibes. So that's my thought process. I have it slotted. Fingers crossed it stays there for September. So we'll see what the September kit lineup looks like, but that's the plan. That's the plan. Oh, there's also, I don't personally use them, so I never really pick them up. Die cuts, inverted and regular, so you can do fun Dutch doors. Quotes, which I only pick up if I really am running low on quotes, because I have enough seasonal quotes for a little while. And I'm trying to think what else. Was there anything else fun with this one? Not that I can think of. Oh, right. The rest of the stuff here. So yeah, that is all from Paper Trail Plans. Remember to always throw a PR freebie or a PR girl's name, at least in the notes to get their freebie. But with the new release situation, I don't know, thing, you can always use a PR code to save a little bit more. So that is this guy. So we're gonna break into this Saucy Stickers Co. order real quick because I want to get this hauled for YouTube first and then Instagram before the sale this weekend. So I'm gonna see if I can salvage this little pet tape kitty. I don't think she's ever put one on the packaging before, but if I've never noticed, then I'm really sad. But yeah, look how cute he is. I'm gonna try to salvage him. So this, let's see, let me make sure. Okay, invoices are over here. The check marks. Okay, let me read this sweet note. So this, she got this out like super fast. I think she shipped it within like a week of when I ordered it, and then it got here like a few days ago. I just didn't get a chance to haul it. But I do remember when she posted in the PR chat about the September 5th releases, she was like, oh shoot, PBC sales in like 2 weeks. So she's probably busting her butt to get the orders out quickly so that she can then take care of the PPC sale orders, because the entire site is usually off for the PPC sale, so processing times usually do get a little slower at that point. So there's that. That's probably why this got here so fast. But freebies first. Let me lower you down just a smidge. There we go. Freebies first. So this is the shop freebie, the current shop freebie, and these are going to be available at the PPC sale, which would have already happened by the time this haul goes up, but now you know, in this capacity. And then I grabbed Jenny's freebie this time. She has moths, some mushrooms, 2 bows, but these are different bows. This frame here, this kind of like script layering element, and another like script layering element here. I do PR for Saucy Stickers Co. I just didn't get my freebie in this order. I believe there should have been another one in this haul. Yeah. But if it's not, I'll pop up my freebie here and then, you know, throw my name in the notes to get that. But first, let's see, let's organize a little bit here. This is Charmed, which is her Halloween collection. Let's start with the decorative kit. I love the colors of this kit, purple and pink. Purple is my vibe, but purple and pink this year. I did not need to. I forgot I was going to lift the paper up a little bit. Purple and pink, gorgeous combination. A pastel Halloween is something I normally kind of like turn my nose up at, but you know, taste change over the years. So this is Charmed. I believe I got the entire, it looks like I got the entire one this time, which is, I don't normally grab the entire one, but I decided for this collection I wanted it all. So this is page 1, deco page 1. I mean, just look at all of this gorgeous layering. So you have the witch, the florals, the sheet music, the stamp, and then like this leaf print stamp thing here in the background. You got spiders, you got moths. This is so pretty, little bat. Look at the little bat. This kind of looks like a tarot card. Pumpkin head. I did pick up this entire collection on matte paper just for the, you know, the color payoff. I mean, look at this gorgeous composition. Well, maybe it's not. It's a scene, not a composition. There's Magic Late at Night When Pumpkins Glow by Candlelight. And then little composition here. Wicked, adjective, mischievous, playful, playfully, something. Malicious? I don't know. Maybe we'll be another laying element somewhere. Witchcraft, a little ghosty in the bottle. There's always, oh, it kind of looks like a skeleton, but it's not. He's just pink. I was looking at it through my viewfinder. It looked like a skeleton spider, but he's just a pink spider. Tarantula? Spider of some sort. Arachnid. Okay, that's page 2. This is page 3. Of course, we gotta have some black cats. The skull. I really thoroughly enjoy... I'm embracing the pink this year, I guess. Oh, ghosty. Toad. The bats are super cute. I love this. Page 3. Page 4. Oh, the pumpkins hanging in the webs. Here's a stamp. The cauldron. Here's a little witch holding a little cat. And you have webs here interspersed. These ghosts are just adorable. And this looks like a very intricate, like, letter or something. And then there's more layering here. That's page 4. Page 5. This ghosty looks a little sad. And then we have a magic mirror. She herself is a haunted house. And then this here with the web and the text, that's so pretty. It gives me like, I was like Twilight, as in like the time of day with these colors. It's so pretty. I don't know, it's not usually my thing, but I find myself gravitating towards it. Some potions, a white cat here. More webs. Look at the ghost and the lanterns. That was so stinking cute. Oh, this wax seal is cool. Have you ever like watched like wax seal videos? They are very intriguing. And I get sucked into watching a few of them every time they pop up on my feed. So pages 1 through 6 are your decorative bundle. If you decide to bundle, you can get pages 1 through 6. But I saw this page, this is your calendar page. Look at this October. Look at this. I'm gonna find a way to use this in my memory spread. That's what I'm using this for. And then we have like what could be for a cover page, but again, I don't know. I'm feeling really inspired by this page to do something really cool with like the month call out / sidebar. I'm not sure what yet, but this page is getting used somehow. I don't know how yet, but it will. So that's your calendar page for this collection. Then we have the start of the floral bundle. So these are your floral edges. I also really love purple roses. I don't believe they occur naturally. I could be wrong. I know silver roses are what people, or what is considered a purple rose. Maybe it's, you know what, it's fine. I'm not going to dwell on that any longer. But these are your edges, your corners, and you have webs and little spiders to fill out any deco. It'd be really fun to use these webs in places. Your bouquets. I don't know why I'm wiggling it. It's not. It's not foiled. Then you have your washi with a one here. One washi trim here. But we can rectify if you wanted 2 of these. You'll see what I mean in a second. So that's that. Then so that would have been your floral bundle if you wanted to bundle. That's your floral bundle. Then the rest of the decorative kit consists of your torn papers. Look at this. Look at the patterns in this one. And then here's like another one. That's really pretty. I'm glad she went with this one and not This one is a little busy for like a pattern. I like it in small quantities. Then your memo and layering that has the film strip that is cut out in the middle. And then your washi, which is full length, as in it spans from one side of the page to the other. And look at this bottom one. Look at the like pattern here. It's not continuous because here you can see it doesn't connect, but it feels like it is, and that's really neat. And the webs, and I like she pulled the celestial elements in, and of course she has her lace up here. So, oh no, there's more. I don't usually pick up her full deco bundle, so I forget what's in here. You have 2 full days of the week, the initials, and then a set of abbreviated, and then 2 sets of date dots. And I think there's one more. Nope, I lie. There's not one more. I forget, she numbers these things differently. So her decorative kit is 15 pages, like in its entirety. I know I picked up this whole thing. I also grabbed the mood board this time because I love the ghosty. I love these letters, and I just wanted more of these elements. I don't normally pick up the mood board every time, but I don't know, I was really drawn to this one. Look at this like strawberry moon. Lunar, more strawberry moon. So I was just really drawn to this one in particular. I don't know why, but I was. So that's one of the add-ons I picked up. There's another add-on of the size, which is the full boxes. You had the option of, I want to say it was gold and rose gold. I'll pop up what the actual answer is here, but I went with rose gold this time, which is kind of unconventional for Halloween, I feel. But I really, I don't know, I feel drawn to it. I also have, from like grab bags and stuff, rose gold Halloween things. So I feel like even though I don't have like a lot, I might have enough to be satisfied with what I'm doing. And then here's a washi strip down here. So you have like the gallery wall, this scene again, but with the bats foiled. This composition with the spider, the potion, little ghosties in the wood, and then a fashion girl over here. It's very pretty. I just love the purple night. It's gonna get me every time. And then in terms of, let me just see, because I grabbed, let me see, sorry, I'm just flipping through here. Okay, what else did I grab? Okay, in terms of things for this collection, alright, so I also picked up the large florals. We'll see. I'm not really sure. I feel like I've forgotten, or I'm trying to figure out again what floral size I like, because Rebecca has been fluctuating her floral size, so I gotta figure out which one of hers I prefer. Then we also have the functional boxes page for weekly kit usage. Yeah, I wish there was less of these, although these don't span all the way across, so but that's just a personal preference. I also grabbed the watercolor splashes, as I usually do from her, because she does some color mixing here and here, and she always has some interesting texturing in her watercolor washes. I also really like that she has the big ones, so I don't have to I've been finding recently for collections that have like large and small ones that I've been trying to preserve my large ones, because I feel like I don't have enough. And then like the small ones, I'm like, I get like they could be for like pops of color, but I don't really do pops of color like that. I like large splashes of background elements, I think I've learned. Or relearned, I don't know what the technical term or what term I really want to use is, but I like larger splashes of color rather than smaller ones. So I like that she has like boom, big splashes, even if it means me having to cut them down, then I don't have to worry about like figuring out how to use like little baby ones. So I grabbed this in transparent matte. Again, like I said before, I'm holding out on transparent matte. I just like how it lays on watercolor splashes or inks better, but that's just so I'm learning to adapt to the washy ones. But if a shop still has transparent matte, has an option, I will always go for the transparent matte. She released 3 patterns. I just grabbed pattern 3, pattern 2 and 1. 2 and 1 were this was one of the patterns, and the other pattern, nope, it was this one. So if you didn't want the galaxy pattern, you had these 2 other options, but I only just picked up the one because I realistically don't need to be picking up the patterns, because like I don't usually use an entire sheet when I do a spread, at least like this size. But I need to have all of my options, so I always get one, so I don't feel like I'm limited. So, yeah. Tell me I'm not the only one that does that. I know I'm not the only one, but please validate me in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. She also, at the request of some members of the PR team, released the spider webs that coordinated completely with this collection. This is in transparent matte. Again, for certain elements, I like how transparent matte lays on the paper better. It's just a personal preference, but these spider webs are more in line with what you see in the collection. Here's one. I'm trying to find another one. And like here's another one here. So they're a little more like of a grayish tone rather than a black tone. So if you got this on like washi paper or premium matte, you'd be able to see that color difference more easily. Although maybe you could see it here. These are the Gothic spider webs, which are kind of more general spider webs versus something specific to this collection. Personally, I preferred these, but since I had the option, I went ahead and grabbed both. Oh yes, I did. Okay. I thought I would have just gone with the one, but I guess since I had the option, I grabbed both. But these are a little more universal, because there's a difference in color, because you can even see it in the transparent matte, and there's a difference in weight. These feel a little more fragile. They feel a little more wispy. They feel a little old, as in like they've been there for a while, based on like how thin, like the weight of this is thinner, smaller than the weight of these guys. So these have a little bit more of a, what's the word I want to use? Not animated, but a little more, these are a little more stylized than these guys. These feel like you might see them out in the wild, but these feel a little bit more like Halloween decoration versus this, versus this one, which feels a little more natural. So I guess that's the difference I'm trying to get at. So you have 2 options of webs. This one will coordinate with Charmed, and this one is a little more general, so you could use it for more things, but I think this still would work with Charmed if you just wanted to get this and have the ability to use it with other things. Let's see. And then I picked up 2 more miscellaneous things. I picked up, she still had this in the shop. This is from the Halloween collection from last year, which is Wicked. This is journaling page 2, so the colors are not perfect. This collection's a little more darker. It's a little more saturated than this collection. Where are the full boxes? There we go. But I feel like I could pull some of these elements in if I really wanted to, like this guy, the lace I could probably pull in. And yeah, I feel like it would coordinate even though it's not perfect. So I figured might as well grab it. Who knows when it's going to leave the shop. I'm going to grab it anyway. So I was debating on picking up last year's Halloween collection if she didn't release this one. So there's that. And then I just grabbed more of the Baroque frames because I love her frames. So I just wanted to have more. And again, I feel like you could use these together if you really wanted to. I should ask Rebecca what the rest of this is. This is playfully, where's the other one that has it? Playfully, I want to think it says malicious, but malicious has like a negative connotation to it. I don't know. We'll find out. If I get an answer, I'll post it in the thing. But yes, this is going to be part of my October lineup because I love a pink. I'm embracing pink this year, it seems. I would not consider myself a pink girly. I consider myself more of a purple girl. But there have been some really stunning pink and purple collections this year. So I think it's slowly converting me over. So that is, hold on, 2 more. That is this order from Saucy Stickers Co. Alright, so this is intro number 2 because I have 2 orders here to haul. Well, that's not why, like 2 orders, but like because I'm doing another intro. Okay, normally I don't yabber like this, but I have an order from jkcreates and from Paper Trail Plans. So let's break into these guys. Okay, let's start with jkcreates. Her signature color is blue, which I think I made a comment I think during the last haul when her icons were in pink, and I was like, that's like, it was strange to me that her icons were in pink because like I feel like her signature is blue. And I think that's because the people on the PR team convinced her to recolor some of her icons pink, because pink is planner neutral. So I just thought that was interesting, that I have not like a whole lot of orders with jkcreates, but that her branding is so strong that I associate her with the color blue, so that when something wasn't blue, I was like, what's going on here? And she's changed up her packaging. I remember distinctly it was like the blue, like wedding invitation looking one, but I can imagine with cutting, and because I did do that with my wedding invitations, that takes forever. So now she has simplified it down to this brown envelope, but she still has her wax seal here, which I will leave that for now. I believe this was a back to school sale or something. I know there was a sale, but I ordered one of her decorative kits. But let's break into this bad boy. Come on. There we go. The trick to saving a sticker is constant pressure when you're peeling it up. I'm not really sure why I'm spending so much time doing this. It's just like eucalyptus, but I want to save it, so I will. Alright, so it looks like I have my freebie and some foiled icons here. So actually, let me pull this one out. This one's gonna be a little easier. There we go. Let's pull everything out of the cellos. So first off, let's do freebies first. So I have 2 copies of my freebie, which, let's bring you down. This time it is in gold. So I have 9 of my most used icons, I think, or some that I anticipate using a lot of. So I have a sticker kit, pancakes for breakfast marking purposes. I don't usually get pancakes. Chicken bucket has my stand-in until she makes chicken nuggets. We talked about it. McDonald's or Happy Meal, boba tea, a laptop, shopping cart, pizza, and I believe this one's called Takeout. So this is my freebie. You can use my code CAT20 to save, and you'll get my freebie in a random foil pull. But I also, oh, this is the shop freebie. See, this is what I mean, like pink. I associate her brand so thoroughly with blue that I was a little like taken aback with the pink, but it's ice cream truck, pool float, barbecue, above ground pool, school lunch, school, like a doctor's visit, grocery store, and like inflatable pool or something like that. So this is a good mix of like end of summer, start of the school year. Bub's not yet in school, but that will be coming up soon. Not soon, but like it's gonna come up fast. It's gonna come up fast. I grabbed some doctor's appointment icons because I would have announced it by now, by the time this video goes up. I have a lot of doctor's appointments now because you have to go every 4 weeks when you are pregnant. So got lots of doctor's appointments, plus, you know, Bub. I usually take him, or I handle like scheduling his. So I grabbed these in the 3 foils. These are now permanently in her shop, so you can grab $2 foil icons. Codes will not work on these because, you know, $2. And then the last foil, the last icon I grabbed was the grocery store in the colorful colorway rather than the all pink. So you have like the pink, reddish pink color, blue, green, yellow, and then white. Oh no, it's the same pinkish color here. Okay, so that is that on the icons. I also picked up her version of a decorative kit, which is much more sparse than the ones we see from like paper trail plans or Saucy Stickers. And I don't mean sparse in a bad way, I just mean that it's more used to complement a weekly kit rather than stand alone as a decorative kit. So this is the decorative kit for Trick or Treat. I also think, sorry, my brain's working. I also think Jana's shop kind of caters to a more minimally decorative type of planning style. I typically go to her shop for her icons. I do use a few of her kits here and there because I think her subject matters are different than other shops I typically go to. So that's why if you see me pulling a kit from her, it's usually because of the, you know, the theme of the kit. But I think her style or her audience that she's catering to usually is a little more minimal on the layering and the complex spreads, which is just a different style. I'm just putting that out there. So like the decorative kits are more to complement a weekly kit rather than standalone. So long-winded explanation for this decorative kit called Trick or Treat, which I will pop those full boxes up here so you can see what the kit looks like. But this is, let me raise you up just a hair more. There we go. This is the deco page with like the cemetery. So this kit is primarily black and white with pops of blue and orange. I believe it was foiled in the silver. You have the skull in the globe. No. Crystal ball. There we go. Candy corn. I love candy corn. I know it's not great. I actually don't think it's like the best candy in the world. I enjoy me a little bit of candy corn around Halloween time. Like a raven or a crow. I know the difference between the two is generally size and intelligence. I just don't know which one's which. Inside a birdcage. And then we have like the entrance to the cemetery and a broomstick here. So this is your deco page. This is layering. Oh, there's pops of pink in here too. We have a doily, a stamp. I feel like this is very characteristic of her. Some torn some papers, and then like a coffin here. Another doily up here. And then page 3 is your torn papers. So you have the blue pumpkins, the pink and blue spider webs, the spiders on like a gingham pattern, and I believe. So she has different bundles too. I believe this one is called your Deco bundle because it's got more of like the non-floral decorative elements. This is your floral bundle. So we have the larger bouquets. The floral corners, you have 2 really big ones and 2 small ones. And then your floral edges. And again, like I said, I feel like she caters to a much more minimal style because I would love to see this space filled in with like maybe individual pieces. Not that I use those that often, but it would be nice to see the space being utilized a little bit more. But you know, different shops for different folks. So I believe this is your floral bundle. I know that for sure. And then I believe this last bundle is called your like layering bundle or something like that. So this is shapes. So these are where you find like your arches with some layered florals on top. So just shapes. Then you have, yeah, this is like layering or functional. It's one of those two. Then you have your date dots or date numbers as she calls them. And I find that she's one of the few shops that still has like really stylized like date covers and date numbers. Rather than switching completely over to these like more minimal subdued ones. And then we have days of the week. So this is what I mean. Like you'll find like these very stylized days of the week in her weekly kit with a pattern in the back rather than just a plain wash of color. So I grabbed this. One, I really enjoy actually having extra sets of date scripts that are not foiled because I like using them in my bullet journal. Not that I feel like it's a waste to use foiled scripts in my bullet journal, like foiled days of the week, but I find that I go through them rather quickly, so I don't want to take them away from my memory planner. So I like having this around. Again, same with the dates. Sometimes I use those in my bullet journal. But the segue is to say that this I got for a weekly spread, maybe probably one weekly spread. Like with all the deco. Yeah, I could do easily one weekly spread plus maybe a like daily journal spread with this. So that is why I picked this up. And I want to, I'm fairly certain I've probably said it before, I want to utilize more shops, especially if I do PR for them. I want to utilize more shops and kind of branch into different styles for my bullet journal and for my memory spreads. It's just like really hard because I do jive like style wise with very specific shops, so I find that their style matches mine really well, and it's really hard to be like, I'm gonna pass up on this one because I want to use something else. So that to say, I picked this up with the intention of using it this October in my bullet journal somewhere. And then that's all I got in this little itty bitty order. This is a partial PR order, so I do get PR credits to use, but again, if you want a foiled freebie, I feel like this is pretty useful, so cat20 to save and throw my name in the notes to get my freebie. speaking of my bullet journal, I picked up, so, paper trail plans, Susie and Jess, Jess and Susie's, Jess. Actually, I don't, Jess, is it just short for Jessica, or are you just actually a Jess? Because some people do have, like, nicknames, has their name. But she snuck Horrorland first, and I fell in love with Horrorland. My husband's really big into Alice. There's a game called American McGee's Alice that's very macabre. And it's like Horrorland it has a perfect mix of like creepy and whimsical, and I was set on getting Horrorland. Let me tell you, I was set on getting it. But then Masquerade popped up, and the lace, I don't remember back with Saucy Stickers, and I was like, I'm not a lace person. I don't really care for lace. I have lace, foiled lace, that I don't really know what to do with, because lace is a very specific style. It has a very specific look to it, and I'm like, I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. But then she did the full reveal for Masquerade, and I saw all of the lace that was in there, and I was like, I can't let that go. I don't need both. And I actually had a Saucy Stickers. I actually had a Saucy Stickers Enchanted Celebration decorative kit slotted for October, because October is wedding month, birthday month, and like it's just an overall like celebratory month. But I was like, Masquerade's just so pretty. It's also celebratory. I could use that. That would work for October, and it's got the creepy factor of Halloween. So that's how I ended up here, with a completely different game plan for that release than I had originally intended, which, I mean, I told Jess before. I was like, I love Horrorland, I'm gonna pick it up, just prepare a set for me. Well, I actually didn't tell her that part, but like, it's what I'm like, you can just prep a set for me, I'm gonna pick that up when new releases come out. And then in my, she did full reveal, and I'm like, Jess, like, I can't not have all of those lace things. So, long story short is, I ended up with Masquerade instead of Horrorland. We're still on the white ink vellum here, Into the Horde That Goes, and it was just so sweet, because I remember when I made the choice, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna cut this real close to like bullet journal setup time. That's why I stopped filming bullet journal setups, because I cut real close, and I'm like, okay. So I was like, I fully don't feel bad. I fully am aware that I will be cutting it real close to my bullet journal, but I just need you to know that this is going in my bullet journal. And then Jess was reading, I guess, the notes, and she's like, oh, well, I have everything ready. Surprised. I'm a little surprised too that this release wasn't as popular, because I would have thought this would have been one of the cooler releases, one of the more poppin' Halloween releases. But she already had everything, and she was like, I'm gonna send this to you early so you have plenty of time to get it set up in your bullet journal. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Like, I think that is what separates this community, these shop owners, why they have loyal customers, is because of those little attention to details. And the fact that you read our notes, and like, I always leave a note that's more than just like, it says order notes or something like that, or notes to seller by order, and I'm like, I just leave you my thoughts on things, like whether I pick something up or don't pick something up, because I feel like it's so important to let them know that, like, we still appreciate them as people. So that was my long-winded introduction. Oh my goodness, I was speaking on this part. Introducing this for like 4 minutes. Okay. But yeah, that is my long-winded introduction to explain how I got here, and why Paper Trail Plans and Susie and Jess are amazing. I know Jess is really like the head, like the person running the Instagrams and the socials and whatnot, but just know that, like, that little attention to detail and stuff like that keeps me coming back. I mean, I love your shop regardless, but like that extra little touch is just perfection. So, okay, moving on. I do PR for paper trail plans, which I'm super excited about. So this is my freebie in light gold. I also asked for Mariah's freebie. Hers is also in light gold. This, let me go do this one first. This is the shop freebie. Mine is in rose gold. So you have some like foliage, some scripts here. Thanksgiving, Hello Autumn. I'm trying to think what this week in my planner is going to be. I might be able to use the Hello Autumn. October, November, Halloween, and September. And then you've got some cute foresty animals, some of their splatters. Ooh, splatters and sparkles. And then some leaves and nuts. Some kind of, I can't think of the name off the top of my head now. But mine is in rose gold. You will get it in a random foil pool. And then this is the email freebie. And I told you, remember in that long-winded 4-minute intro to this lace? This graphic lace. I told her in the flip through, I was like, I need to get more of that somehow. The colored lace specifically, and the foil. But this colored lace, I need more of it somehow. And she was like, okay, maybe I'll put it in the email freebie. I'm like, yes. Because this graphic lace is just so pretty. I think that's what it is. It's the graphic lace versus like the little like crown shape lace. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I get more excited when it's graphic lace and you can see the details and things like that. And you have two fashion people here. Clearly stunning, but I just really care about the lace. I really do just care about the lace. But again, email freebie, subscribe to their newsletter. Right around new releases, there will be a newsletter full of information about the new releases. I mean, I'm sure shop owners and people who write newsletters know that most people, actually I wouldn't say, it might be about 50-50, but I wonder if shop owners know that most people probably just skim to the bottom. I mean, I skim to the bottom, see what the question is, and then I go back up and read it. Like get the information I want first, and then I go through. But I usually kind of study new releases, so I don't really need the newsletter to tell me everything. But yeah, newsletter. Oh my god, I'm so distracted. Newsletter, bonus freebie, info on the new releases. Definitely something you should do. Okay, moving on. Okay, now actually on to the decorative kit. Did I get, I don't think, I did not pick up the whole thing this time. I don't think I usually do. I was like, that feels different. Okay. So I picked up the deco bundle and probably the floral bundle plus something else. So you have 6 pages. Yeah, 6 pages of deco. Oh, I did not pick up the floral. Interesting. What were you thinking, Kat? Oh, let me just make sure that wasn't mistake. Yeah. Whoa. Interesting choice, past Kat. Okay. Alright, I got the deco bundle plus 2 miscellaneous pages. Oh. I'm confused about what past me was thinking. Okay, moving on. So, deco bundle, I picked this up in premium, again, for the color payoff. I do find that I like how washi paper looks on my page in my bullet journal more, but I still want the beautiful color payoff, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I have used premium matte before, so we're gonna see. Maybe this year I'll finally make a decision on whether my bullet journal will be all premium matte or washi paper, like the monthly themes. Maybe we'll make a decision, because the papers do look different as you're flipping through. So moving on. This is page 1, deco page 1. You have this stunning girl here with the, like a tag in the back, the eyeball punch, this hourglass. Hourglass. I think of, what video is that? The one where I couldn't remember what the name of this thing was, and then Jen wrote in the comments, not me screaming hourglass, with the red sand, although it kind of looks like blood. We got the treasure chest, the invitation flat lay, like a bar area, black owl, and some other little deco. You have the stamp, the skull stamp, there we go. So that's page 1. Page 2 has these gorgeous, this is a large scene, gorgeous large scenes. And then this is like a composition here. Oh, I missed her. There's a girl in this gazebo. She's walking up. And then we have the moon here. And this layering, you have the ink swatch with the lace, the script over here with the floral. Gorgeous layering. To return unless during the holidays he something to seize. In such case it is requested, Messieurs Lee. Alright, then we have the film strip here, the distressed film strip. Something wicked this way comes with the moth. Look at the lace. It's so good. This like drink tray. Ugh, I wish I had an occasion to wear like hand jewelry like that. The Victrola or gramophone. Another little flat lay, the mask. Italian. A staircase. Purple spider. Then we have page 4 with some more like smaller pieces. You have the buffet, clock, pumpkin, this choker, the moon, the black kitty, and Mitt 1. Page 5, the fence, sitting area. I can't read that script. Look at her. Ooh, she pretty. Witch's Brew. W-I-C-H-S apostrophe S. Blood Punch. Another like moon phases here. Except it's not really moon phases, is it? It's cool though, whatever it is. Then page 6, which is your last page in the deco bundle. This gorgeous composition here with the florals and the like a newspaper script. The Right Honorable Fisher MP, late Minister Education, pointed out to teachers attending the City, London, it's like a newspaper. You have the scene, the party going on here, and then the outside. I'm just wondering if that's a body in there or like a person. And then you have moths, more spiders, probably more Italian. So these first 6 pages are part of the deco bundle. I know I grabbed this because I typically do a Dutch door with these florals, so I had to have at least gotten this one. So maybe I'm challenging myself to lean less into the florals for this one and do something. I don't know what Pascal was thinking. I don't remember now because it was a very intentional decision. Then I grabbed the quotes. These are the like non-foiled quotes, which are part of the decorative bundle. This one's page 7. Which mask do you wear? Bewitching, she's magic, and midnight lace. We have an accent box, cupcake eyeball cupcake. It's a weird way to say it. Life is just a masquerade. Spooky vibes only. If one door opens and another, if one door closes and another opens, your house is probably haunted. Villainy wears many masks, none so dangerous has the mask of virtue. Wicked wild night, something wicked this way comes. I put a spell on you. You're invited to a haunted masquerade. When black cats prowl and pumpkins gleam, may luck be yours this Halloween. So, on holding on to that real quick. I also picked up the quotes, the foiled quotes in all 3 foils. Just because, like, yes, some of these are very specific to this collection and to Halloween. But, like, I think, like, which mask will you wear can kind of just be a cheeky quote. She's magic and midnight lace could kind of just be a night kit. Something this wicked this way comes doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween. So I feel like you could use some of these in other places. Not the deco, but the quotes. But yeah, so you have the foiled quotes too, which I think you can layer this on top of this. But you have other deco usually in place of the deco that's on here. So right, you have this bird here, not there. You have the mask, but no cupcake. The potion bottle, no invite. So I did grab these in all 3 foils. Well, the contemporary 3 foils. I don't really pick up a lot in regular gold. Other add-on things I grabbed. I grabbed the layering ephemera, which is inspired by the mood board that Saucy Stickers has. So these layering tapes, this Polaroid, this is on washi paper, so there is a slight difference in the color payoff. Let me pull this up because, let me see. See, the purples are not the same. So there is a slight difference in the color payoff. But I felt like, again, this is more layering, so it's going to go behind things. I don't know. I'm coming to a weird place with washi paper deco. I don't think it's ever going to replace premium matte for me, but I feel like it's becoming more and more useful. But yeah, sorry, torn papers, Polaroid. This is the newspaper clipping. These boxes we've seen throughout the kit. A statue, the black seal, butterflies, tickets, more of this lace here, 2 skeleton hands with champagne, and then like the gazebo scene and just this pattern here. So I grabbed this one on washi. I also grabbed the foil sampler in silver because I grabbed the full boxes in silver. I grabbed the this dark skin tone option, which is this box here, versus the light skin tone. That's the difference there. I love this cat box, the foil cat, this mask box, this couple box down here. It was the lace and the foiled elements that were like, I can't let it go. We gotta move something. Something's got to give. I have to use this. That's what I told myself. I have to use this somehow. So that's how we ended up here. We have the foiled deco with some lace here. I would love more of this lace somehow. Then we have the mask. I did think about grabbing this in rose gold too for my charmed kit from Saucy Stickers, but this was a little too specific to use with charm, so I didn't. I love the candle on the skull here. So, oh wait, I'm acting as if I'm done. One more thing. Jackie Chan Adventures, anyone? I'm on it tonight. I told you. It was the lace. It was the lace that did it for me, guys. This does come in a, just like the alcohol inks. But the lace, it's what got me. So I grabbed 2 of the transparent mattes with the lace. So you have the black, which obviously does not have, I need a white piece of paper. Where is my white piece of paper? Here's a white piece of paper. Okay. Obviously, the black won't have any of the lace on it, but there's the green, the purple, and oh, there's like 5 colors. This pinky red, this like blood red, green, and purple. I didn't notice there was 5 colors. Oh no, the black. Oh, that's not black. I mean, it is black, but it's like a very dark, sorry, you can't see it. It's a very dark green. Wait, where's my washi paper one? Can't see it on this one either. Is it picking up on the camera? I can't tell if my viewfinder's catching it. There is a very faint lace there. Can you see it? I just figured it was just plain black. Whoa. Now, I know we don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't think we're necessarily stepping on anyone's toes here. But, but, how stunning would these be foiled? We do have the washi paper. Foiled lace alcohol inks. Actually, no, I'm committing. Foiled lace alcohol inks. How stunning would that be? It'd be a lot of work. I know, like, a lot of shops have moved to this kind of decorative kit format. Not because they were struggling with foil, but it's easier than foiling because, you know, you don't have to make sure of alignments. But just picture foil on these. Future collection. Think about it. I know Dash, your son, has the foiled alcohol inks. I know. Or Chelsea, if you're listening, collab. 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 But how stunning would that be? But so sorry. Distracted. Again. I got two on transparent matte because I still am a holdout on my alcohol inks in transparent matte, and then I got one on the washi paper because there's a slight color payoff, like this green here. Okay, there's one right there. Sorry. So I don't know if the camera is really big. Can we see it in the viewfinder? Okay, yeah, this green is a lot lighter than this green, and they're both the same green. This green, these two, right? These two are the same, so therefore these are the same. So there is a slight difference in color payoff. And you'll probably see it with... Is this the same purple? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying there's a slight color payoff difference here, like these two, like really dark greens, you can see look a little bit different. So, I alcohol, pattern alcohol ink, I'm in the cart, already purchased. If you do, crazy idea, if you do another collection with lace alcohol inks, consider foiling them. I'm just crazy, but I am here to put my crazy ideas out into the space to see what sticks or to inspire you. So I mean, not that I'm like full of amazing ideas, but yeah. Sorry, I don't know how long I just went on about foiled lace alcohol inks, but like how stunning. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, so that's thank you to Jess. Again, she reached out. She told me through Instagram that she was going to send my order out a little bit early compared to the other Masquerade orders, so that I had adequate time to prepare my bullet journal. But like I said, I was fully prepared to be kind of scrambling to get it done, because I couldn't justify moving anything else in my October kit lineup. I was like, no, Kat, you cannot move anything else. Not allowed. No, no, no. So I was mentally prepared to not pick up their Halloween collection. But that lace, man, that lace got me. Again, PR, Cat 15, naming notes, freebie, jazz. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking about how beautiful this collection is. Okay, bye. Not bye-bye, but like, I'll see you in the next bit. Alright, so we're back with what will probably be the last clip, because today is the 29th. I don't anticipate anything coming tomorrow, so this should be the last clip. We have Pretty Pink Co's. I want to think this is the anniversary. They figured out their tariff situation, so I'm assuming that's why that took so long, because they've gotten much better on their shipping. I think I spoke about that before, but that's a different conversation. HattieRoseDesigns. This is for the next month, so the Graceful Muse Paperie October subscription, and the Sadie Stickers September mystery. So let us break into that. So we're going to start with the Pretty Pink Co first. I did not buy too much. I got persuaded by the freebies. Let me be honest with you, it's always their huge amount of freebies. Oh, they didn't hand letter this time. That's okay. Still a very pretty envelope. So I ordered, this is my thing, they always do like a huge amount of freebies, and then there's a power hour freebie, and then like a $50, $100, and then like $200, and I'm like, well, I can always get enough to get the $50 freebie at least. So yes, so handmade in Canada, stupid US stuff. Like I said, I did not pick up too much. Let me make sure I have my white piece of paper around this time. So freebies first. Okay, that's all other things. Let me check my framing here. Can bring you down just a smidge. Alright, so the 6-year anniversary sale freebie. Mine's is foiled in silver. You have cake, the balloon 6, some like celebratory ephemera, a card, a candle, a stack of presents, the balloons, very cute. Then there were 6 freebies total. So you also had this one on washi paper. I think this coordinates with the Evermore kit. Probably. Look at that little cat. He does look like my Miko. Miko has a docked tail though. We don't know if it was like intentionally docked or if he lost part of his tail. We got him when he was like 5, so we don't really know much. This one says Through Fallen Leaves. It's another freebie on washi paper. Is this the same? I feel like for every one of their sales, they pick 1 or 2 kits. I feel like it's just one, and they release freebies to coordinate with that kit. So these do feel like they're in the same world. So it's probably for the Evermore kit. Here is another one. Correct me, I don't remember what the other ones were. So this one says Cozy Days. So those were your 3 deco, there's 3 kit deco freebies. Then I believe this is like a repeat of last year. These are your their stamped leaves in like a mini size. So it's like this orangey yellow, orangey brown, and a brown, like a dark brown and a lighter brown stamped. And then this I'm pretty sure is the same freebie as previously. This is the foiled freebie. Mine's is in regular gold, I believe. 2 of the borders, well, one is a full border and one is kind of like a corner. And then Farm Fresh, Autumn Harvest, and leaves, pumpkin, other fall ephemera. So my only, I don't even want to call it a thing. It's an issue. It's more of like a thing. Like most shops now have defaulted to like a light gold, way less hot gold. And I feel like Pretty Pink Co. is one of those that defaults to regular gold. The more hot gold has their kind of like default option, which isn't bad. It's just I prefer the look of light gold. That's all. 'Tis all, which is what my Power Hour freebie is in their light gold, and then this is their regular gold. I feel like Saucy Stickers is also still kind of got like the hot gold look, and I wish she would just switch over to the champagne gold that they like to use, but that's a different conversation. That's a whole different topic. So it's thank you much for 6 incredible years. A little bit of foil schmutz, but that's okay. Life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall, and you have some like blowing leaves. This stamp leaf deco layering piece. This here is one scene, and these leaves are separate, and these birds are separate. But definitely always hit them up during their Power Hour. This is a very good freebie. Here is the, oh yeah, yes, this is definitely related to Evermore. This is the $50 freebie. It's the train. The train is what got me. I picked up Evermore because of the train. And then the PR freebie, I threw in Jess's name. She's going after my heart because there's butterflies on here. This is in rose gold. I believe the other option was light gold. Yeah, I love Jess's freebie. So those were all of the freebie things. Other things that I picked up that weren't necessarily related to Evermore. Let me just make sure. Foil wise, I picked up the ink grid lines in the 3 contemporary foils. So light gold, silver, and rose gold. I feel like these are pretty good for accents, especially with fall coming up, or you know, we're in the fall, even though the weather is not fall. But I feel like these are really great to put in there. They're not necessarily fall coated, but they seem fall coated to me. So I don't know, I just like the look of them. That's why I got them. And then I picked up 2 things from Moonlit Veil. So I already had my Halloween decided, and this one did not persuade me enough not to go through with my Halloween plan. Even though Moonlit Veil was very pretty, I love dark, moody kits. You know that about me. I picked these up just to have on hand because I like them. I feel like it's not... Night kits usually fall into this realm of like black, dark blue, purple, so we could pull this sidebar in into any other kind of like night kit that is in this kind of color scheme. I grabbed this on transparent matte, and then the terrible washi pattern I grabbed on washi paper because, you know, ripping purposes. But I love these clouds, and I love how the stars actually look like they're shining even though they're not. So I got nighttime. Are we surprised? I mean, we're surprised that I didn't get Moonlit Veil, but that's a different conversation. So I picked up the Evermore Deco kit. Full kit? I think I picked up the full kit, yeah. I think I looked at it and thought November. So that's my plan, is to slot this in for my November bullet journal. I'm trying to think if November memory planner is full up. Technically I have one spot that's like flexible, but I don't think I'm going to put this into November unless something comes along that pushes this out of the bullet journal. Then it will go into the memory planner, but that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. But I'm trying to stick to whatever lineup I have right now. So these this is the Pretty Pink Co's decorative kit format. She has let me lift you up just just a wee bit. Gosh, oh my goodness, sorry, just clearing things off here. The bouquets, I personally really love the size of the bouquets here. I've stopped, well, not that I buy from the Pretty Pink Co too much, because I would buy everything. I stopped buying their like regular floral sheet, and I opt for this sheet instead. You know what? I probably need to stick to this for my bullet journal because it's washi paper and I don't like everything in washi paper in my memory planner. So this has to be for my bullet journal. I love the colors of these florals. Then we have the collages, and I believe the owner's name is Mahek. She has such a good eye for collages. I don't know what it is, but her collages always speak to me. Like this one has the bench with a film strip with what I'm assuming this is going to say is Coney Island, which is a song. You book the night train, something something, or silent, champagne or wallet, you're this no one celebrity, crowd of friends, oh, these are probably lyrics. Problem is I don't, like, I like Evermore. I just prefer Folklore over Evermore, even though I think Evermore is the more cohesive album in my opinion. Sonically, I just prefer Folklore over it. But my guess is that these are the lyrics to Champagne Problems, because I do recognize flannel cure, you booked the night train, da 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 da. I don't know all the words. I do know some of these words though. Yeah, I know flannel cure is a word. Oh, if I didn't say that. Evermore. Evermore was funny because Christine messaged me. She's like, shouldn't Moonlit Vale be named Evermore? You know, Edgar Allan Poe's Evermore. And I'm like, no, Christine, it's based off of the Taylor Swift album Evermore. She's like, oh. I was like, yeah, if you're not a Swiftie, I don't think you get it. I consider myself like Swiftie adjacent. But yeah, so this is a collection inspired by Evermore. I would assume strictly Evermore. I don't actually know if it's strictly Evermore, because Evermore and Folklore are like sister albums. So this is the Deco. I don't know. I just like these colors. That's why I picked it up. That says Evermore. Maybe this is like the Receiptify thing. The kitty. She's cat mom. Taylor Swift is. That's the Deco. These are the corners. You know, big chunky corners. I like those. And then scenes. I'm just seeing if I could read this. To go. I don't know. Like, if I probably knew the lyrics to Evermore better, I probably could guess that. Yeah. These would be your like full box stand-ins if you wanted to use this in your standard vertical. That's the word I was looking for. We have swatches, so they have like some script layering back there, florals layered, all that other stuff. So some swatches. That looks like a Santa Fe Super Chief. I don't know if it is. Stamps and frames. Barefoot. Forevermore. Probably the lyrics to the song. I love the stamp. I love how she, not stamp, the film strip. I love how she does her film strip. It's so pretty pinko. It's very much her signature. That's probably Champagne Problems. The piano. This album's much more acoustic compared to her other ones. Bustling crowd or silent sleepers. Yeah, I dropped your hand, crust falling on the landing. Yeah, these are Taylor Swift lyrics for sure. And this pattern, I'm pretty sure, is the same pattern that's on like her outerwear that's on the cover, which I think we'll see a little bit later. The floral washi with the loose florals. Swatches. I like struggle with these swatches. But I see like Jamie and Christine use them effortlessly, so I just gotta channel my inner them when I use it. The days and dates, which this is useful for my bullet journal. I will actually use it for that. And then the last page of the deco kit is your large scenes. So this is the album cover. I don't really know the story of Evermore, to be very honest, so that's why it doesn't really come to me. I just really love the colors of this kit. Very much like deep fall with the trees changing colors and all that. So you got 3 scenes here. These 2 are slightly smaller than that one. But yeah. Then I also grabbed the washi pattern and the foil sampler. Oh my goodness. I picked mine up in their light gold. So again, I don't really remember the kind of through line for Evermore, so it's probably in here in this deco, but this is all kind of like generic fall deco too. So there's a swan? I don't remember. But yeah, so I picked this up for November in my bullet journal. And since it is on washi paper, I could use it in my standard vertical, but I've just found that I'm not really a fan of not having different paper types. So most likely I will have to pass up other things in order to stay on a budget. Because, gotta stay on a budget. But yeah, so they're freebies, man. They're freebies get me every time. So this is my Pretty Pink Co. order. We're gonna pop over to HattieRoseDesigns. Sometimes I hate these little oh, there we go. That's what happened last time. It just kind of popped up. HattieRoseDesigns, because I saw purple purple witches, and next thing I knew it was in my cart and I was checking out, so there's that. So I slide things out because I don't like to disturb how it's packaged. So yeah, this was a mini collection that when it went live was $2 per page. So like I said, next thing I know it was in my cart and I was checking out, and here we are. Here we are. Okay, so I believe I've gotten this freebie before. Maybe, I don't remember. Oh, wait, is this out of order? Oh, this must be a bonus. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, so everything here is on washi paper. Your freebie is in the paper that most of your order is in. So mine's on washi paper because my order is on washi paper. So this is the shop freebie. So quintessential fall orange, cozy deco. And like I said, charmed, purple, witchy, my mood, my vibe. This is very much, this is not the same clip art for Saucy Stickers Charmed, but it's the same realm. So I will be using this in my bullet journal, which is a problem because I'm supposed to be using leftovers in my bullet journal, but I'm supporting a small business is how I justify this to myself. So this is page 1. You have your florals, your fashion person, this moon with the bat. That bat's kind of cute. It's kind of creepy, but it's also kind of cute. You have the potions, well, the bottles. Potion, maybe that's like lavender or something. The little skull there. Stones, the magic mirror. We have page 2, which has a distressed film strip. What I really like is how light this purple feels compared to the Saucy Stickers one, where even though that had like light pinks along with it, the purples felt a little bit darker. So you have your distressed film strip, the pumpkin patch in the night, dreamy, potions. That's what that says. Spell book, candle, another floral corner. Page 3, you have another fashion person. This coffin, an edge here, floral edge, witch's broom, and like a purple mansion, haunted house situation. Then we have some torn papers here for layering. Another floral edge here. Like cemetery steps. This dreamy moon. It's kind of, it feels dreamy still. Even though it's like witchy, it feels dreamy. And I really like that mixture, that contrasts of these two aesthetics. This says casting spells. You have another floral edge here. The gate, cauldron with all these skulls around it. Then we have one more fashion person, a floral corner, potion wall, a bag here, and then has a bonus, I think, because it's not numbered, so this is a bonus sheet with coordinating swatches. I believe, compared to the last time I bought one of her mini collections, she did revamp it a little bit so that it's more pre-layered, more larger pieces, because what I like about the mini collections is, like, the idea for me, in my head, is that they're easy to use, right? I don't necessarily go to a mini collection to do a lot of complex layering, so it's nice to have a lot of it done already, even though I still do it. But it's nice to already have it done, and I really enjoy using like larger pieces in my bullet journal. They take up a lot of space. So that is this little itty bitty baby order from HattieRoseDesigns. Yeah, I do want to try one of her like decorative collections at some point. I just need to make room for it. I will do it though, because the thing is, she does unfoiled things, but so does Rebecca now from Saucy Stickers and Paper Trail Plans. Like, that's kind of the trend of the community, so I want to give another shot, a shot to be in my planner, like my standard vertical. So when the time comes, I will figure that out. Okay, so normally I would do Graceful, Muse, Paperie last, because this one always gets here on time. We never know if the Sadie stickers, it kind of depends on whether it ships early enough or not. Let me verify, this is October, okay. But this time it did make it, so we're gonna put Sadie stickers at the end, because I feel like, yes, these are kind of a mystery, but people would have received theirs in time to have already seen it by the time my hauls usually go up. So, oops, I guess I should have prefaced, if, well, this is just the journal card. But yeah, if for whatever reason you don't want to be spoiled, this is the Deco sampler, so not the largest one, but the next largest one. This is the one for October. But if you don't want to see it, that's my spiel. Thanks for watching. New shops, comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Because after this will be the Sadie stickers, and I'm not repeating that again. I'll just give you a heads up when it starts. But yeah, so this is your last opportunity to click out of the video if you do not want to be spoiled by this, and I'm going to go proceed now. So this is the journal card. It is foiled in like a... it's a light gold of some sort, not antique gold like last time. This foiling, it's so pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I have yet to use any of my deco samplers from Graceful Muse. I just like looking at them. I need to use one. I know. Okay, then, different foiling. So this is called Fall Weekend. Normally extras for their mystery subscription will go up the following month if there's any extra. So this is foiled in like, I feel like I've seen it on the other side of this community, like an antique gold or like a matte, because this is a little, it feels matte to me. I don't know much about my foil color names, so don't come at me. But it's like hotter gold for sure. So you have your scenes here, and like this layering with the florals here. This one has some splatter foiling on it. But it's so pretty. Especially the trace foiling on the florals. Ugh, so pretty. So that's journaling kit A. We have journaling kit B. Another two scenes here. You have a film strip, some Polaroids. They're foiled this time. These are like squares and other shapes. You have flags, squares, and circles. You have a corner here, or an edge, I'm sorry, and then these are two strips. Just cut in the middle. Put that backpack with some splatter foiling on it. That's journaling kit page B. Then we have illustrations 1. Oh, she's at a coffee shop. This is like a closet, I guess. And then we have like the subway. I guess it would be the underground, not the subway, because she is in the UK now. The dog on the bed. The glasses are foiled here. And the windows. This foiling is just so good. So this is illustrations. Yeah, illustrations 1. Then, yeah, so for the Deco sampler, you always get both pages of the journal kit. You usually get one page of the illustrations. You usually get the washi strips. Oh, I love the two-tone washi here. It's really neat. And here's another, then this is a different set of tones, although this is torn papers. I would love to see this has one singular strip though, like a narrow washi. But I people want their torn papers, I get it. So that is this page. And then I think generally speaking, you'll always get the florals too. So the florals will have, this one has splatter foiling. I feel like they usually do. You have 4 corners, 2 more edges here, a bunch of bouquets, and like large individual pieces. And then I feel like this last item, because one time it was like die cuts, is kind of different depending on, like, it's just different. So generally speaking, I think you will always get a journal card, journaling kit A, B, one of the illustrations. So I think it's usually illustration 1's washi strip and the florals for the Deco sampler. If you get the big bundle, you don't got to worry about choices. So this is the foil sampler on a washi paper. I love the city skyline scene here. That's gorgeous. Very much a fall in the city feeling. Very pretty. Cozy, comfy. So, yeah. So that is the Graceful Muse Paperie October Deco Sampler. You get the one for the month ahead. So that is that. And lastly, we are going to go to Saucy Stickers Mystery. This is the September mystery, so if you haven't seen it, or if you don't want to see it, click away now, because I'm going to reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Boom. I actually took like a quick peek to make sure, well, I popped it open just to make sure it was in the packaging, so I actually haven't seen this yet. So this will be my first impressions too. Normally I take a peek at everything before I film, so this time I did not. So I don't even know what's in here. Alrighty, so very much we knew the mood board from the mood board that it was going to be a winter kit. I believe this was the mood board. So it is foiled in silver, which is the obvious choice, but with the blues, I would have expected it to be foiled in silver. And I love how kind of blue, like the blue color palette kind of turns the silver a little blue. I just think it's such an interesting phenomenon when your eye kind of like colors it blue a little bit. So these are your 9 full boxes, your 2 florals. Your quote box says, "Winter whispers in shades of white and blue." You have this manor with the frozen lake here and the figure skater, this cozy little sitting nook, cozy little sitting area with the couch, with like your coffee table, the deer outside. Yes. Then you have, oh, the bunnies. They're so cute. The bunnies, and then is this inside? Well, this is like nebulous because this background does not indicate inside or outside. Then you have your 4 swatches at the bottom. Your boxes page with a little bit of foil on it. So you have this dark blue, this kind of tannish brown, a light blue, and a lighter brown. Boxes page. Your layering. I love the papers here. And then you have some deco here. The snowflake on the s'mores. Your bottom washi. I like the plaid. I really like this pattern. Then we have your deco page. This envelope is cute. 1, 2, 3. I feel like you usually get 3 florals, yeah. And some loose florals. Deco. Where's page 6? Ah, here's page 6. Ooh, it's like a little close cut there. Yeah, literally right on the edge. So I was like, this looks a little off center here. Literally just made it. Right? What about you? Did you... So, sorry. This page just looks funny. This is journaling. Floral. I like how big these florals are. And you have some pine cones interspersed. Florals are not mirrored. These trims are not mirrored. It's just something I'm going to point out every time, right? Not mirrored. Then we have our swatches with some schmutz here. Don't worry about that. It's on a washi paper. And then we have the foil sampler. Oh, the bunnies are so cute. So that is the Saucy Stickers mystery. That is the end of the haul. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love it if you gave it a little like. I hope you found some new shops to shop at. What else is there in my spiel? Leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below. I'd be so happy if you join my little channel here by subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!